Ma'am, where are your citizenship documents? The real ones, not just a driver's license.
Excuse me, who asked for those?
People like you always seem suspicious. Let me see proof of citizenship.
The security cameras captured lead ICE agent Richard Rubio's voice cutting through the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport checkpoint like a blade. He demanded ancestral lineage documents tracing back 3 generations. 15 years on the job, dozens of deportations, a spotless record, and a federal pension waiting at the end. Untouchable. He told the woman she needed expired visas from childhood travel, all of them, that they needed to verify people like her. Katrine Wright stood silent at the security checkpoint, her carry-on at her feet. Jeans, a gray sweater, comfortable walking shoes. Nothing flashy, nothing memorable. Exactly how she wanted it. Rubio circled closer, his 2 colleagues flanking him like sentries. He asked if she understood what he was asking for, whether he needed to explain it slower. Passengers slowed their pace. Phones emerged from pockets. Security cameras captured every angle. What Rubio did next would cost him his badge, his freedom, and a secret he'd buried for years. If you are ready to see institutional racism taken down, like this video and drop a comment telling me where you're watching from. And if this is your first time here, hit that subscribe button right now because you won't want to miss tomorrow's story of cops messing with the wrong people and finding out. Let me know if you enjoyed the story. Let me tell you who Katrine Wright really was, because Agent Rubio had no idea, not a clue, and that ignorance would unravel him completely. Katrine was a retired federal judge who had spent 4 decades in the American legal system, the youngest black woman ever appointed to the federal bench in Minnesota, the first to preside over immigration and deportation proceedings in the entire Midwest region. She had ruled on hundreds of cases, dismantled countless bad faith arguments, and stared down federal agents who thought their badges made them untouchable. But you wouldn't know any of that by looking at her. Every day since her retirement in 2022, Katrine had chosen invisibility. Same modest wardrobe, same quiet routines. Same unremarkable presence that let her blend into grocery stores, coffee shops, airport terminals. She gardened in her St. Paul bungalow. She volunteered at the local library under her maiden name. She lived a life scrubbed clean of recognition. That was intentional. Being seen had a cost. Being noticed meant cameras, interviews, protesters outside courtrooms, death threats mailed to her chambers, editorials debating whether her rulings were too lenient or too harsh, whether she was a symbol of progress or a disappointment to her community. Every decision she made became a referendum on something larger than law. So Katrine made herself a ghost in plain sight. But here's what nobody knew, what nobody could have guessed. Katrine Wright had overseen more immigration cases than any active judge in the Seventh Circuit. She had memorized entire sections of the Immigration and Nationality Act. She could recite Fourth Amendment protections in her sleep. And she had spent years watching ICE agents like Richard Rubio bend the rules, fabricate urgency, and brutalize people who didn't know their rights. She knew exactly what he was doing. The checkpoint hummed with tension. Travelers whispered. Rubio's colleagues shifted their weight, glancing at each other with unease. Neither would voice. Rubio pressed forward. He asked if she had the documents or not, told her that if she couldn't produce proof of citizenship, he was authorized to detain her for further questioning.